So hopefully he chooses to play first, because I want to be on the draw again. Um, Maybe he disconnected. I don't know. I'm not seeing his name. Anyways, I'm gonna go and pause it until he gets back, and yeah. All right, he's back now. He chose to play first, and we have a really borderline card, or I mean, really borderline hand. I mean, we do have the typhoid rats and the silver inlaid dagger that we can immediately play at any time, but it's just not. I mean, we'd have to peel lands to be able to do anything. But I'm actually okay with trying to run this. I mean, we're on the draw. We have some outs. Once again, our opponent lost connection to the game, so we'll pause it and wait. Okay, we are back. Our opponent has mulliganed after choosing to play first, so I think this is a fine hand to keep because of that. I mean, it's not good. We obviously have to go a couple running cards, but being able to get a one drop is pretty sweet. And you know what? We drew our plans, so Mize. The question is whether or not it would be smarter to keep the silver inlaid dagger just in case he plays like a werewolf. And I think that's probably a good bet here. Like, we keep on drawing moderately well, so I'm just going to attack with the typhoid rats. And, I mean, I'm going to be able to play it and equip it next turn anyway. So if he plays a werewolf here, it's going to become a lot better. Looks like he's just going to be finding a land and playing a land, so he might not even play anything this turn. But I was incorrect. He is playing the Blood Crazed Neonate. Hopefully draw a mountain. No. Okay. So, maybe the plan here is just to Bonds of Faith it and play the Inlaid Dagger. Conversely, I could just lay the Inlaid Dagger and equip it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll gladly trade my Typhoid Rats for his Blood Crazed Neonate. That being said, though, I think I'm going to attack... Well, no, I'm definitely going to leave it back. It has to attack each turn. And if I attacked here, he didn't block, he could equip the Mask of Avacyn and making it pretty crazy. So, there's that. If he has Geist Flame and equip, then things are looking a little bit worse for me, but he'd have to have those precise cards, so yeah, we'll snap block here. Oh, for a second I thought he might have pumped his guy, but then I would have been like, Death Touch. Let's see what he plays. Hopefully nothing too scary. Kessig Wolf, sure, not too worried about that. Mountain? Yeah, get there. I'm actually just going to play Mountain and pass the turn. Hopefully he tries to equip, and I can be like, Geist Flame! And then if he has any response to that, if he has a pump in response, I'm going to just be like, cry. But appears not, so we're going to get a good deal there. Essentially a time walk. I mean, he did get a draw card, but, you know, wasted a whole turn doing that, and we're going to play that ghoul next turn. Yeah, so we're still drawing pretty well. And like I mentioned before, the first strike on this guy is just completely nuts. I mean, we're going to equip this, and a 5/2 first strike is just going to do so much work. Hopefully he doesn't have a way to remove it. Doesn't look like he does. Okay. So we'll equip up the dagger. Play a land. And the question is if we want to Bonds of Faith. Whoops, come on, attack. Bonds of Faith, the Orchard Spirit after combat. And I think the answer is no. There's no real reason to. I mean, sure, he can get in for his 5 or 3 a turn, but I'd rather Bonds of Faith something that is much more of a threat. Like if he plays a Scourge here, or something equally scary and big, he wouldn't be able to also equip the mask, making the Bonds of Faith a lot better. Plus, if he tries to play anything with 1 toughness, I got Geist Flame up. So we'll see what he does here. I think he's probably just going to equip the mask. Ancient Grudge. Huh. Sure, I guess that happens. Question here is, do I want to not corpse lunch, bonds of faith next turn? I mean, I know I said I wanted to save it back, but he's not really doing anything. I guess it's probably just best to wait. So, hopefully we don't draw any more land. That's a pretty sweet draw. I'll take a village cannibal. Get in there for 3. Now, we could also... Oh, what's he doing here? So... interesting. I mean, he knows I can Geist Flame that. Okay, well, I'll light the village cannibals, and if he tries to do anything cute, I mean, I can just Geist Flame. Let's draw Devil's Play and just be able to burn him out. Seems pretty good to me. Maybe he equips the mask. Yes, that happens. So we can't really attack anymore. And I don't think there's any point in killing the Ambush Viper right now. I guess we just keep passing the turn. I mean, the Mask of Avacyn is doing some real work to us. We'll see what he's got here. Sure, Grizzled Outcast, that's a guy. Huh. Yep. Yeah, we'll take the 4. I don't know why he did that, because now I'm going to attack in with the ghoul. Yeah, okay. Ooh, Manor Gargoyle, very good draw. So we're going to go ahead and attack in here with the ghoul, and then play the Manor Gargoyle. We just have to note that he has the Ancient Grudge in his graveyard, so we won't be able to give this flying and be able to attack unless he taps out. So something very important to note. So this turns off all of his creatures except the Orchard Spirit. Pretty sweet for us. And we'll see what he does here. Right now it looks like he might just be drawing blank. Okay, so he tried to Ancient Grudge it. Yeah, he forgot his Indestructible. That means we're going to be able to now attack freely without worry. I mean, I guess he could be trying to next level us. He might have like another Ancient Grudge in his hand. I don't think that's the case though. I mean, if he did have another Ancient Grudge, that would be pretty sick. Pretending to forget that his indestructibility, pretending to get rid of the Ancient Grudge, so that when I actually do, he still has another. Best part of what he just did is he turned off his Grizzled Outcasts as well, so it doesn't flip. Yeah. The worst part is it says indestructible in big blue letters. I mean, you don't even have to read the creature. So. Huh, okay, well. See, now we gotta question what is he doing, because he's attacking, but I can make this guy flying and block. No, and I think the best option is, if we're going to play it safe, well, no, it doesn't matter anyway. Like, what does he have? If he could have that pump spell for +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. He could have Geist Flame. He could very well have Harvest Pyre. But in any of those instances, the worst thing that happens is that, what? I trade my Manor Gargoyle for 2 cards, but then I can't really attack through the Grizzled. So, no. You know what? I'm just going to take it. There's no point not to. If I go to 12, that's fine. The Manor's going to kill him in 2 turns. And unless he equips his mask over to one of his other creatures, I'm going to be able to... okay, well, he did. But I was about to say, I was going to be able to get in pretty hard. So I think... no, I'm not going to Corpse Lunge. He left up 2 red. I don't think there's any way he can kill my Manor Gargoyle, unless he has another Ancient Grudge, like I said. Oh, well. That's pretty good for us. So we can Corpse Lunge the Ambush Viper, and then Tribute to Hunger. Yes. No. Geist Flame the Ambush Viper. Now we can do that at any point, so yeah. We'll just go ahead and make the Manor Gargoyle flying. Attack for 4. If he has another Ancient Grudge, then, like I said before, he's next leveling us. Does not appear so. Oh, I guess I should probably just play a spell just so the Grizzled Outcast doesn't flip. That's probably the best, yeah. We'll do that. Pass the turn. We have Tribute to Hunger up. We have Corpse Lunge up with no creatures in the graveyard. He has to have some pretty spicy things to be able to get out of this one. Yeah, we kept a sketch hand, but we got there. Alright, so our opponent conceded. Let's see what we were drawing, just some lands and stuff anyways. So we got out of round 1 with a win, and it looks like the next round's about to start pretty shortly, so I guess we'll see you guys for round 2.